You are welcome to a new teaching series on mastering price action. And in this series, I'm going to take you from the beginner level to the advanced level when it comes to trading price action and checking market trends and all that before you enter a trade. So I'm going to break this into sessions. We're going to have this in sessions where we're going to start from basic trend lines, how to draw them, support and resistance, types of trend lines, the techniques, and so on and so forth. I'm Danny Legend, and welcome to Boom and Crash Expert Advisor. So briefly, we're going to touch on the trend line. The trend line represents the bull market and the bear market, or it stands for both the bull and bear market psychology. If I should zoom in, you'd see some red candles and you see some green candles. The green ones are the bulls and the red ones are the bears. So, first of all, why do we call them bulls and bears? We are looking at the attack mode of the kinds of animals you are using to represent the market. For instance, the bull attacks from the bottom with the horns and it raises its head up. And so the market moving from below to the top is signifying the attack of the attack style of the bull. So it moves from below and then uses its horns and raises its horns upward, right? So that's how come we have a bull. And then a bear actually raises its body and opens its claws and attacks downward. So it stands on its feet and attacks downward. And so you have the red candles moving down. Right, so that is the attack mode of those animals, and hence the name. So a trend line represents bull market versus bear market psychology. And there are types of trend lines. I'm just going to take my dynamic trend line, which can be in any direction. It can be diagonal, it can be vertical, it can also be horizontal. Okay, now delete everything. Good. So what do these types of trend lines do? The trend lines, the horizontal one, which is this, identifies support and resistance. You're going to go to support and resistance. What is support and what is a resistance? The support is the price level at which price of an asset doesn't move below. That's the price at which the price of an asset does not move below. So for instance, if I should compare these two price levels, point A, I'll take my text and put it here, point A, and then, pardon me, let me adjust the size. Then I place this here. And I rename this as B. I should have AB. Then, if I should I should connect them with the horizontal trend line, I have 2 points below which at this point in time price does not fall below. So the support is the price level at which the price of an asset does not fall below within a specific period of time. But then you realize that at this point in time there's another support point where price bounces off the horizontal line and then comes down to break. So immediately it breaks, then this our support, a horizontal trend line that signifies a support, has been broken. Then we look at vertical trend lines, which is this. If I take this and I do this, vertical trend line identifies moments in time. So you can see that right down here is telling me 29th of May 2021, 7:39 p.m. Do you see that? That is that point in time that it displays. So if I should move it here, it tells me another time, 8:25. If I should move it here, it tells me 9 o'clock. right, until I come to the current time, which is 11:10. Okay, so even though the price level is changing, this is not changing, because under 1 minute time frame we are still at this time, which is 10, which is 10 rather, not 11, 10. Okay, so that is it for the types of trend lines. Then finally, the dynamic, which I showed you earlier on, it can be diagonal, and it can also be what? Vertical, which means that it's standing for the vertical one we have. You can just use it in place of it. Okay, it's as simple as that. So trend lines are the most basic analytical tool you can apply. Right, so that is it for the first part of our lesson. In our next lesson, we'll be talking about the techniques. I'm going to cover 3 techniques on how to draw trend lines. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching. Bye.